Terence Crawford's stunning victory over Saul Canelo Alvarez isn't just another win. It's a seismic shift in the world of boxing. After a masterful performance on Mexican Independence Weekend, witnessed by 70,000 fans at Las Vegas's Allegiant Stadium, and a potentially record-breaking global Netflix audience, Crawford has been thrust into the spotlight as the new face of the sport. But here's where it gets controversial. Crawford never sought this role. In fact, during fight week, he openly stated he didn't want to be boxing's poster boy. Yet after dismantling one of the biggest stars in the sport, the mantle has no choice but to rest on his shoulders. This wasn't merely a victory. It was a defining moment that will shape Crawford's legacy forever. By defeating Alvarez, Crawford became the first male boxer in the modern four-belt era to hold undisputed titles in 3 different weight classes. This achievement alone cements his place in boxing history. Before the fight, Alvarez had openly dismissed Crawford's credentials, claiming he had fought nobody. But Crawford's response was swift and sharp. For all the nobodies, he declared on social media shortly after his win, a statement that felt like a mic drop, silencing critics. Crawford's journey is nothing short of remarkable. From capturing his first world title against Britain's Ricky Burns at lightweight in 2014, to dominating the light welterweight and welterweight divisions, and now conquering super middleweight after moving up 2 weight classes, his record shines with rare distinction. Boxing is a sport that often only recognizes greatness in hindsight, sometimes after legends have retired or passed on. But right now, we are fortunate to witness 2 unbeaten champions, Terence Crawford and heavyweight Alexander Usyk, both destined for the Hall of Fame. Both fighters are in their late 30s, proving that age is just a number in the ring. There's even a memorable clip from 2018 showing them playing chess, ending in a stalemate. Perhaps a perfect metaphor for how difficult it is to compare their extraordinary careers. Crawford's performance on fight night was no surprise to those who know his story. The Omaha native, who once struggled with anger issues and survived a shooting, moved through the ring with a calm, almost unreadable focus. Throughout fight week, his confidence was unwavering. He was relaxed, smiling, and unshaken by the magnitude of the event. Even when he playfully provoked the Mexican crowd by entering to the sound of a mariachi band, there was never a hint of doubt that he would back up his bravado. After the fight, Crawford's satisfaction was clear. "When I set my sights on something and know what I'm capable of, it's not a surprise to me," he said. "It's a surprise to you all because you didn't believe me. I knew I could do it. I just needed the chance." When asked when he knew he had beaten Alvarez, he replied coolly, "When he signed the contract." Inevitable comparisons to Floyd Mayweather surfaced, but Crawford dismissed them with grace. Floyd was the greatest of his era. "I'm the greatest of this era. There's no need to compare," he said, drawing a clear line between 2 different generations. On the other side, Alvarez showed resilience despite the loss. Marked but unbowed at the post-fight press conference, he declared, "I'm going to continue," quashing any rumors of retirement. Alvarez's story is one of incredible rise. From a teenager riding city buses in Guadalajara, selling ice cream to support his family, to now earning a reported $150 million purse in Vegas. The man who once earned pennies now commands fortunes that could buy factories. However, with superstardom comes intense scrutiny. Critics have long questioned some of Alvarez's victories, pointing to controversial scorecards in fights against Erislandy Lara and parts of his trilogy with Gennady Golovkin. Bouts many believed he did not win fairly. Additionally, his 6-month suspension in 2018 for failed drug tests, attributed by Alvarez to contaminated meat, still casts a shadow over his career. Questions now arise about whether Alvarez is past his prime. His recent fight against William Skull was underwhelming, and his own words reveal the struggle. "Sometimes you try, and your body cannot go. That's the frustration. I try, but my body does not let me." You need to accept it. When asked what troubled him most about Crawford, Alvarez simply said, "Everything. He has everything." This fight also signals a potential new era for boxing, with Netflix's global subscriber base exceeding 300 million. The Alvarez-Crawford bout was a super fight on a scale rarely seen in the sport's history. Dana White's involvement, promoting Zuffa boxing, hints at UFC-style ambitions, centralized control, exclusive contracts, and possibly fewer revenue streams for fighters. This approach could face resistance from traditional boxing circles, or it might accelerate the sport's evolution, bringing in fresh audiences and more mega-fights. But this shift raises important questions. Who truly benefits from boxing's changing landscape? Are fighters gaining more power, or is the sport becoming more controlled by promoters and streaming giants? For now, one fact remains indisputable. Terence Crawford stands at the pinnacle of boxing. Approaching his 38th birthday, he won't be in the ring forever, and nights like this will define how he is remembered. With an undefeated record of 42 wins, including 31 knockouts and titles across 5 divisions, 3 of which he holds undisputed, Crawford embodies the sport's golden era. He is, without question, the new face of boxing. What do you think? Is Crawford truly the greatest of this era, or does Mayweather's legacy still hold more weight? And how do you feel about the sport's evolving landscape with streaming platforms and centralized promotions? Share your thoughts below.